Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. Here we go on ESPN. Set to go with Week 2 of the NFL on ESPN. Hi everyone, I'm Chris Berman. Week 1 certainly had its share of surprises. Will Week 2 continue in that vein, or will things start to even out a bit? We'll see. We've got an excellent early season matchup for you here. Redskins, Giants. Now. We'll see.
These fans have been tailgating for hours, and now they are just moments away from what they've been waiting for. Hi, and welcome to Giant Stadium. I'm Dan Stevens. Peter O'Keefe is at my side as usual, and Peter, this contest should not disappoint fans of the running game.
Well, you got that right, Dan. We've got two premier backs today, each vying for the spotlight. Clinton Portis is without a doubt one of the very best halfbacks in the NFL. He's built solid, and he is tough to knock down. There's not many guys on offense who give as much punishment as they receive, but he's among the few.
Well, all right, Peter, we'll keep our eye on them as the game progresses, but first, the coin toss.
For Giants football.
Hall boots the opening kickoff. Taylor decides to take it out of the end zone. Breaks free. Stopped at the 27. Toomer reels in the football and is well past the markers for
four in offense.
Barber has his number called on first down and chews up about 4 on the play.
Tiki Barber is one of those prototypical backs, 5'10", 2.
Warner dumps this one to the flat, and the completion is made short of the markers, however. Portis picks up 6 on the play, and that brings... Portis has his number called on second down and picks up the first down. Brunell just rifles this one, and they get the first on 3rd and long. Portis brings down the floater, and he's well short of the markers. 4th down. 29-yard line. Barber gets the toss and runs into traffic. Brought down at the 33. Warner throws a bullet to the flat, and it's intercepted. Touchdown!
I'm coming out.
Sean Springs picks off the ball, and he's going all the way. Nobody can stop him. Man, I hope his mom's got the VCR going.
Warner really rifles this pass, and the reception is made for a 1st and more. 20, 15, finally popped out of bounds at the 6. It'll be 1st and... Barber takes it for his 5th carry and will gain close to 6. Finn will get stopped at the line, and that will bring up 3rd down. Barber will take the handoff and heads out right. He's in for the touchdown.
This is a nice run here, and when you watch the replay, Dan, check out his field vision. Great job of finding space.
Rasmussen didn't haul that one in, and it falls in. The Giants take their first goes in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
Okay, Dano, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. Welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. Now we'll look at our halftime comparison, and as you can see, total yards definitely tell the story thus far. The Giants should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponent hang with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. An exciting start to this one right on the first play from scrimmage. Kurt Warner would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. Giants later on in the second quarter, the ball at their own 32-yard line. Sean Springs is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. Touchdown for the Redskins. The Giants, after getting an interception, Giants back by 7. Jeremy Shockey came up with a big play as he was able to pull this one in. And that's where we'll leave this one. Giants are down, but still in it, 7-6. It's time now for our Halftime Hero Award, which recognizes the most dominant player of the first half. Duh. This time there can be no question. Sean Springs has played like a man possessed. And now
stopping the run in the first half, as we've seen. Unfortunately, they've allowed some big pass plays. We'll see whether they can alter their coverage or their blitz.
Brunell airs this one to the left sideline, and it's intercepted. Knocked out of bounds at the 31. Barber chews up 4 yards, and that will bring up. Barber cruises out to the left side and rambles. Finn gets the call on third down and converts the third down.
Jim Finn was execution.
First down, 3 wideouts in the game. Warner makes the throw after the play-action fake, and the catch is made well past the markers for a first down. Second down. Barber gets the call on second down and gets in for the score.
Touchdown, Giants.
This is a nice run here. And when you watch the replay, Dan, check out his field vision. Great job of finding.
Raspberry hauls it in right side and is well past the markers for a first down. Just a single receiver on the field. Portis takes the handoff and searches for a hole. Tackled at the 43. Brunell throws a bullet to the flat, and it's complete. Short of the markers, however. It'll be fourth down. Warner throws a heater, and it's intercepted. Tackled at the 26. Have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at the 26-yard line. Peterson makes it. Cartwright catches it in the flat, and he will be well short of the markers. That will bring up fourth. That will be his 4th tackle of the contest. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Giants are out in front, 13-7. Hall with the 42-yard attempt and has it sailed just left of the upright. Their 33-yard line. Daniels sacks him way back at the 26. Warner unloads this one to the left, and it's complete at the 45. Finally stopped at the 41. Barber gets the call again and heads out right. Brought down at the 37. Arrington tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. Fourth down coming. Fields gets ready to punt this away. Fields takes the long snap and aims this one out of bounds. This will fly out of bounds at the 14. Portis. Cole catches the heat. Cole makes that
Line to sideline.
Brunell zips it to the left sideline, and it falls incomplete. Blocker got a hand on it to tip it away. They force a turnover on down. Barber takes this one way out left, and the Redskins will take a timeout. That's their second. Barber, the Redskins. This is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
All right, gang, great work as always. And with that, we welcome everybody back to the ESPN studios for our ESPN Video Games postgame show. I'm Chris Berman. The Giants stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Let's get started in this one early in the third quarter. Will Allen shows some great awareness here as he gets himself into position to pick this one off. The Giants have it off an interception, already inside field goal range. Tiki Barber was able to make things pay off on the ground. A 2-yard touchdown for the Giants. Skins losing by 6. Mark Brunell connected with his man on this one. The Giants on D, Marcus Washington would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. Giants winning 13-7. Ike Hilliard is going to try to stretch the field here. He's going to make them pay. Mark Brunell would find his target on this one. And that's where we'll leave this one. Giants squeaked out a win, 13-7. Now let's talk to a player who was instrumental in their dominant running game and is our player of the game. Tiki Barber is standing by with our Susie Colbert. Susie?
Thank you, Chris. You really hustled today, and you nosed them out in this nail-biter game. What put you guys over the top?
Man, really? I think we just came out and played hard today. I think our D-line did a good job of controlling the line of scrimmage and pressuring the quarterback. Man, that helped us dominate on the defensive end.
Back to you, Chris.
Thanks for tuning in. Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Got a lot of games to cover. Let's get at it. In our first game this week, we had the Buccaneers win this one to the tune of 13 points. Antonio Bryant stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. The Reverend Isaac Bruce hauled in over 150 yards receiving and helped his Rams beat the Falcons. Up in the Motor City, Detroit, we had the Lions come away with a 7-point win. Redskins, Giants. 7-point. Jeremy Shockey was definitely a key as he was able to work his way open for a big one here. The Giants win this one by the final score of 13-7. We had a big trade also of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
Over now to news of a trade that might have some ramifications. Walter Rasby leaves the Redskins and is on the move to the Ravens, and they obviously see that as one of the areas that needs improvement. In exchange, they'll get someone to beef up their roster. Ovi Mughelli is just one of those guys you love to have on your team. He'll be an immediate factor for his new mates.
Over at Arrowhead Stadium, we had the Chiefs edge their way to a narrow 3-point win. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Colts pick up their first win of the year. Bears, Packers. Pick up. Amon Green is such a tough runner. Split in the backfield at the 35-yard line, and look at him stiff-arm that defender, and it opens up the hole for a touchdown. The Packers go on to win this by the final score of 28-14. The Chargers defense held their opponents to under 100 rushing yards in their win at Qualcomm Stadium. The Bills won on the road and will head into their bye week on a high note. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Gilbert Brown is on the move as he gets a contract for what can only be referred to as crazy money. 6 years, $3.4 million. plus a $1.0 million signing bonus. Zach Bronson got snatched up as well, and he signs a 2-year contract with the Ravens. Darren Howard is on the move. Perhaps not for all that he thought he'd get, but a good deal nonetheless. 3 years, $7.5 million. On top of that, a $2.2 million signing bonus. Jason Gilden got snatched up as well, and he signs a 2-year contract with the Cowboys.
Dolphins, Bengals.
2-year contract.
Patrick, yes, I'm certain, is almost like a center fielder back there. Picks it off at his own 30-yard line. Look at the wheels in the midfield stripe. He's thinking more than just a pick. He's thinking touchdown. What a turnaround, 70 yards. The Dolphins win this one by the final score of 20-14. Hines Ward had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Brad Cassell is probably the one that most leaps out at you. He's suffering from symptoms of a concussion, and he'll be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. Terrence Shaw might be the biggest loss on this list. He's suffering from a pulled calf muscle, and that'll keep him out for 7 weeks. Now we'll move on to our top story of the day. Jamal Lewis is going to be watching from the sidelines for a while, as his injury will deal a major blow to this team. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
Aaron Brooks threw 3 strikes to the end zone and helped his Saints beat the 49ers. Broncos, Jaguars. Saints, Jake the Snake Plumber is eyeing the end zone from the 11-yard line. And now Stutter steps, goes across the middle. Beautiful pass, touchdown. The Broncos go on to win this by the final score of 17-14. Down in the sunny skies of Arizona, we had the Cardinals drop this one by 17. And last but not least, we had the Eagles come away victorious. So, 2 weeks into the books here on ESPN, here's my prime time performers for week number 2, and each is going to get a game ball. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.